Alright, this is the review of the Omnicharge. I'm actually pretty impressed by the the quality of the product. It looks really professionally put together. This looks like something I would expect to buy at a store or something. You can see you got the two USB ports, the buttons for the USB and AC power button. Looks like an OLED display or something. Looks very nice. There's the power itself, and the 20,000 milliamp edition is what I'm looking at. Now I'm going to actually test this to power two things. We're going to power this little LED TV, Hitachi, and we're also going to power this Raspberry Pi Zero. And we're going to do it at the same time, just to show that it works. So we're going to turn the power on. And the display is actually really useful. It tells you in milliamps, watt hours, how much power is left down to the decimal point. It tells you if USB or AC power is turned on, temperature, wattage being used. So let's turn on both. Now you can see I both have DC power. A little hard to see in the video, but I've got DC power and USB turned on. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in everything here and see if we can get it turned on and see how many watt hours we're using. So here's the power plug from the television. I'm going to plug that in there. And we're going to plug in I'm going to turn the TV on. And we're going to plug in the USB from the Pi Zero. So let's see what we get here. We get the TV's booting up. There's the Raspberry Pi symbol. There's the Pi Zero booting up. And let's see what we're using. We're pulling about 20 watts right now. And you can see the watt hours clicking down. And I guess it tells you how much power roughly you have left. Looks like 3 hours, 30 minutes runtime. Now one thing I noticed is it does click off. And to click the display back on, you actually have to tap one of the buttons here, which I'd be almost afraid that that's going to turn off, either the USB or DC power. So be careful only to tap it once. That's the only little annoyance I found so far. There's not like a separate button to turn the display back on. But other than that, in my one test round here, and I did fully charge the device and run a prior test, it is booting up. There's the Raspberry Pi booting up to emulation station. So far, I'm pretty happy with this.